Here are 6 tested and easy questions that you can ask yourself when you are feeling sad for no reason, so you can ditch that sadness and get back to enjoying your day. Number 1, super easy. Are you tired? Are you feeling tired? So many times for me, probably half the times I'm feeling sad, I'll ask myself this first question, am I tired? And the answer is usually yes. So here's the cool thing. If you're tired, take a nap. Or if you can't go take a nap, at least let yourself off the hook knowing that the reason you're just feeling sad is just because you're tired. And you know that when you wake up, you're going to feel better. You're going to have new life in front of you. So let yourself off the hook, take that nap. Let's say it's not tired. Another one that you can ask yourself if you're a woman is it hormones? We are 4 different women in the course of a month, depending on where we're at in our cycle with all these hormones going crazy. So ask yourself, is this hormones? And then listen to the answer, because your subconscious, that little voice inside your head is going to tell you yes or no. If it's yes, good, now you know. Now you can find something that you can do to help take care of that. Okay, let's say it's not tired, it's not hormones. There's probably a reason why you're feeling sad. So what is sadness? Sadness is just a temporary state, and it's usually caused by some kind of disappointment or loss. It doesn't even have to be in this moment. This could be loss that you had as a child or as a young adult or from yesterday. The thing is, something probably triggered you right here and now that reminded you of a sadness, of a loss that you didn't get to resolve somewhere in the past. So ask yourself the question, was this caused by something in the past? And listen for the answer. Listen for the thought or idea that pops up for you in your mind. Even if it doesn't make sense, allow yourself to follow that thought. The third question I like to ask myself is this even mine? This feeling of sadness that I'm feeling right now, is this even mine? Because it could be something that you are holding on to that's been passed down through the generations. We know that in humans, generational trauma can be passed down for 3 generations, but in rats, they've discovered that it's been passed down for 14 generations. So this sadness that you're feeling might not even be yours. So ask yourself that question, is this sadness even mine? And listen for that answer that comes up. If it's a yes, good, now you can deal with it. If it's a no, amazing. Now you can let yourself off the hook knowing that you are carrying sadness that doesn't even belong to you, and you can ditch that as well. So let's say that this sadness is overtaking you and you can feel it in your body. What I would invite you to do is to get quiet and actually identify the location of that sadness in your body. So it might be in your chest, it might feel like a heavy weight, or it might be in your shoulders, kind of weighing you down. It might be something in your stomach that's kind of moving around in there. So ask yourself, where is this sadness in my body? And then listen for that little voice inside of you to give you the answer. Now that you know where it's at in your body, you can continue asking yourself questions. The next one will be, what does it look like? If I could see this sadness in my body, what does it look like? And the thing with sadness, a lot of times it ends up being in chest. Sometimes it ends up being around your head. So if it's around your head, that's okay too. As long as you're knowing where it is and you're starting to identify it, what does it look like? It might be like a gray cloud that's covering you, or it might be some kind of murkiness in your body. Take a moment to really see it. If it were right here in front of you, what does it look like? Does it have a certain size? Maybe it's really small, maybe it's big, maybe it's all-encompassing. And then what kind of texture does it have? Is it wispy like a dark cloud, or is it heavy? If it's on your chest, maybe it feels like a heavy elephant sitting on you that's weighing you down. See if you can identify exactly what it looks like. Again, if it was right here in front of you, what does it look like? Since the mind works in analogies and metaphors, the more that we can label what this abstract feeling is by giving it a name and being able to pull it out and look at it in front of us, the easier it will be for us to actually heal it and start to let it go. So now you know that you've got this sadness in your body, you know what it looks like and it feels like, you know what the texture is, you can see it very clearly. Next, I want you to ask yourself, what kind of thoughts, ideas, or memories are coming up with this sadness. And just allow your mind to explore. It might not even make sense. It might be a memory of you brushing your teeth in the bathroom, and you're thinking, well, I don't understand why that makes me feel sad. But allow yourself to follow whatever that thought, idea, or memory is, because your mind, your subconscious, your body's energy system is giving you the path to finding it, to finding that root cause of the sadness. And the beautiful thing about finding the root cause is now you know what you can start to heal. So I'm going to give you an example so you can see what this looks like in real time. So for me, one of the times that I was feeling sad, I allowed myself to sit with it. I started asking myself these questions. And when I got to the part of what thoughts, ideas, or memories are coming up with this sadness, I got this memory of me sitting in school, sitting at a desk. And it was one of those, little square desks where you kind of have to like swerve in to get in there. And I was feeling this sense of sadness, and I thought, well, that can't be right. Like, why would I be feeling sad sitting at a desk? So I continued to sit with it, continued to ask myself these questions, and continue to follow that feeling of sadness until I got to the part where I remembered that I was feeling sad because I didn't study and there was a test coming and I was feeling stupid. So one is that I wasn't feeling smart, I was feeling stupid, and I was feeling so sad and embarrassed that I didn't know what to do. And in that moment, I couldn't say anything. I couldn't, let those sad feelings out, and feeling disappointed in myself that I hadn't studied. And all of this stuff that was wrapped up in this thing called sadness was just about me as a middle school student feeling bad about myself because I didn't study for the test. So I was able to look at that version of me and let her feel sad. So for me, I love to cry. Love, love, love to cry. That's how I love to just let it out. So I just let it out. I grieved for the disappointment and the loss of that younger version of me who didn't show up as her best self. And then the feeling started going away. All that sadness and that loss and that disappointment started going away. And so now that you have identified whatever it is that you are working on, whatever that sadness is that's coming up for you, now you can start working on healing it. So if you're feeling sad and you don't know why, remember these 6 questions. Number 1, are you tired? If you're tired, go get some sleep. Number 2, is it hormones? If it is, go take care of your hormones. Number 3, know that there's probably a reason and let yourself off the hook because there's some kind of disappointment or loss, and be willing to ask yourself, what could this be? So to recap, if you feel like you're feeling sad for no reason, just remember to ask yourself these questions. Are you tired? Is it hormones? What could this sadness be telling me from the past? Is it even mine? Where is it in my body? What does it look like? What's that size, that texture? And then last, what are those thoughts that are coming up for you? Those ideas, those memories from the past that are leading you to finally being able to heal this sadness. So now I'd love to know what you do when you're feeling sad and you don't know why. What are all your tips and tricks and resources that you could share with everybody else? Leave those comments below, ask those questions, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.